Have you ever felt like God was silent, that you were out of alignment, and that you weren't living your purpose and your passion, and you were kind of just lost? If so, I'm going to teach you how to get that back. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Top of the morning, welcome back. This is the Game Changer podcast with Setema Gali. You guys better get your minds right and get up and let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing.
What's up, my friends? Good to have you back here in studio. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to the channel you're watching this on. Subscribe, like, share, all the things that you do with these content videos. Now, listen, there's a lot of people out there right now that are going through challenges. You feel like God is not answering prayers. You feel like nothing's working in your life. Maybe you're out of alignment. And while you've got some success in your life, well, you're just miserable and you're unhappy and nothing's working. By the time you're done watching this video, I'm going to give you a protocol and some principles that work together hand in hand to give you a very specific blueprint and a very specific map so that you can get back into alignment. Why does alignment matter? Well, achievement without alignment means you're succeeding and you're making money at the cost of everything that truly matters. In other words, you're sacrificing the things and the people that matter the most. And that's just it. If you don't sacrifice for the goals become the sacrifice, and the people that you love the most get sacrificed. And that's not a good place to be in. So grab a journal, write some notes down, listen with your mind, and more importantly, listen with your heart. First and foremost, I invite you to ask the question, what is the purpose of my life? In other words, what's the calling? Some of you have forgotten your calling. You started out with this desire to make a difference in the world, whether it was in music or art, business, entrepreneurship, a job, sports, whatever it was. Like, you had this desire to live your calling, to make a difference. But somewhere along the way, you forgot the calling. So how do you get back to living your calling? Ready? Choose. Many are called, but few are chosen. Well, why are they not chosen? Because they choose to not be the chosen. And the way you choose to not be the chosen is to not listen. I love in ancient scriptures, there's a man of great importance and great reputation. And he says, many times I was called, but I didn't listen. Some of you watching this right now have been hearing the voice or feeling the voice. It's called God. Some of you call it source or creator universe. I say God, voice of God. And the voice of God is telling you to do something. The voice of God to me was always to liberate men and women, to build up young men and young women, teenagers, youth, adults, entrepreneurs, business owners, people who feel called to do something. So again, what is your calling? Well, you ready? Choose it. Choose the calling. Choose to be the chosen. Number 2, character. Calling, character. What is character? When I say character, I mean, who are you? Who am I? Character to calling. Who am I? What is the purpose of my life? 2 of some of the most profound questions you could ever ask yourself. You see, without knowing who you are and without knowing the purpose of your life, well, you just wake up and you satisfy the lusts of the flesh. And you think that having more, whether it's money or sex or likes and follows and clicks, is going to be the thing that gives you happiness and peace. I got news for you. It won't. Take it from someone who's been there. It's nice to have followers and likes and comments that drops some dopamine. Oh, I'm important. But more than that, again, the character, who are you? And who you are determines what you do and how you show up. And what you do and how you show up determines the direction you're headed, as well as your ability to fulfill and live the purpose of your life, aka the calling. So on one hand, you've got your calling, the purpose of your life, and you get to choose that and create that every single day. What was once the calling in your 20s might not be the calling in your 30s. What was the calling in your 30s may change by the time you're in your 40s and 50s, and that's okay. You don't just have one calling in life, you have multiple callings. Who are you? Well, you are who you say you are, and you are what you do, and you are what you repeatedly do, and what you repeatedly say, and what you repeatedly visualize, and have this what we call mental rehearsal about building yourself. Your language, I am fill in the blank. I'm powerful, or I'm dumb, I'm incredible, I'm unworthy. Your self-talk influences so much. So if you want to hear God's voice again and get back on track, number 1, what is the calling? Number 2, who is the character, or aka who are you? Number 3 is what we call connection. Connection allows you to connect the clarity of who you are with the clarity of the calling. Why does this matter? because every day you're going to connect to something and or someone. And if you're not connecting to God and to your family and into your purpose, you're going to connect into a counterfeit. It's a counterfeit source, which feels good for a while, but then it leads you down the road, avoiding all the blind spots, avoiding all the red lights, avoiding all the warning signs. And then you get to a place where you arrive at the docks of hell. And you're like, how did I get here? Because you didn't connect to clarity. Clarity is being clear about what you want. The more clear you are about what you want, the more courage you get to develop. The more courage you develop, the more confidence comes in your life. Confidence then leads to certainty, and then you can create with power. As you create with power, you get to live the calling and build the character of who you are. This is how you can access and activate the divine power of who God is inside of your life. Ask and receive. Have the power and the permission to ask God for help. Have the power and the permission to ask others for help. These are not fun and just fluffy words. These are real protocols and principles. Why do I say this? Because the tens of thousands of clients that we've helped inside of the Game Changer movement, it has made a difference for them, and it will make a difference for you. So if this has been helpful for you, I invite you to join us. There's a link inside of the description to join us for a class called the Alignment class. It's to how to get you back in alignment so that you can produce with fire and with fuel and power so you can create results that matter. When I say create results that matter, I'm talking about real results in your bank account, with your family, with your health and your fitness, inside of the quality of the relationships, and of course in the connection with God. Join me on that class, register, subscribe, like this, share it with someone, and I can't wait to share with you on our next video how to continue to move your life forward. Thanks for watching, my friends. Until next time, let's go.